Hello, this is Dr. Mears, and today we are going to be doing a calculator hack. This is solving an equation. The resource is from Revision Village, revisionvillage.com. It is a really good site if you are an IB student and want extra practice or practice tests. I am not getting paid for advertising them, so that's just my belief that they're pretty good. All right, let's do the problem. This would be worth 4 marks for IB on an exam. Let's see what it's about. The magnitude of an earthquake M on the Richter scale can be modeled by the function M of E equals 2/3 log base 10 of E minus 3.2, where E is the amount of energy in joules released by the earthquake. So I do like to label this. I like to label the M of E is the magnitude, and the E is the energy. All right, let's see what they want us to find in part A. Part A, find the magnitude, so we're going to have to find the magnitude of an earthquake which releases 6.3 times 10 to the 13th joules of energy. So they gave us the E. So for part A, let's substitute the E in. And I'm going to do a couple things here because we are doing calculator work. So I'm going to write this a little bit different, and I will point out what I wrote differently. Okay, so what did I add? I added these parentheses around the 2/3 because it is a fraction and I want to keep the 2/3 together. So that's what I'm going to put in the calculator. What did I take away? I took away this little 10 in your calculator. When you press that log button, which is right here next to the 7, it is base 10. So you do not need this 10 in the calculator. If this 10 was a different number, then you would need to put it in the calculator, but you don't need to do that. And then I just wrote 6.3 times 10 to the 13th. This is a minus sign, so be careful. A lot of people put a negative, but it is minus. So let's go through and do it on the calculator to see what we get. Okay, so taking out my calculator, turning it on. Parentheses 2, division sign 3, end parentheses. Now I'm going to push my log button down here, log. When that comes up, now it's in base 10, and please notice that your parentheses are being opened here, so you don't need to open them. They open them for you. 6.3 times, and I'm just pushing this multiplication button, 10. Now I need that exponent of 13. Remember, your exponent button is right above your division symbol, so that gets you in the exponent spot. And just remember that you're going to have to push the over arrow button to get out of the exponent spot so that we can close our parentheses. And please push minus 3.2, and we get 5.9999. So we have a magnitude of about 6. Okay, perfect. Next, we have this extra sentence. IB loves to add those extra sentences in. So I'm going to start. I need to read it. The Great Chilean Earthquake of 1960 is the most powerful earthquake recorded in the 20th century. Had a magnitude of 9.5 on the Richter scale. So what did they give us? They gave us the M of E. What do they want us to find? Part B, find the amount of energy. So we're going to need to find E in joules released by the Great Chilean Earthquake. So we're no longer substituting in here. We're taking out the M of E and we are replacing it with 9.5. And instead of this E, I'm going to write the variable X because in our calculator, we are going to be putting in the X. So I'm just exchanging the E for the variable X, which is absolutely fine because that's how it's going to look on our calculator. So now here's the calculator hack. A lot of people, you can solve this by using algebra. Absolutely fine. But if you're in a rush or you want to check your answer, here's the graphing calculator hack. The first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to press math. The math button is right here below the green key. So you press math. Then what you're going to need to do is look at your menu. It's on math right here. Push the up arrow button. And so we're going to push the up arrow button. And you're going to see numeric solver. That's B, numeric solver. So it's on numeric solver, so I need you to press enter. And notice I am writing these down on the side of my paper over here. It says E1 and E2. Okay, so E1 is going to be this side of the equation, E1. So we're going to clear this out and put 9.5. Okay, then you press enter. So you're going to put in E1 and then you're going to press enter. Then you're going to put in, just move my paper up. You're going to put in E2. So let's clear this out. I'm just pressing the clear button. You do have to clear it out. And we're going to put in 2/3 log x. Remember your x button is up here. Close your parentheses, minus 3.2. I'm just going to check it over. We're good. And we're going to press enter. Okay. So now that we have our equation, 9.5 equals 2/3 times log x minus 3.2. That's it. We want to solve for x. So the blinking dot here is saying solve for x. Now this bound, you might have to change this for some equation. This just means that it's going to look for answers between -1 times 10 to the 99. So it's going to be looking for answers from very small answers, or 1 times 10 to the 99, very large answers. So this is just setting up where the calculator is going to look for the answer. And in class, I did talk about that. And if you want me to make another video, I can talk about the bound, but we don't need to worry about this right now. Let's just worry about solving for x. So what we do here, making sure the blinking dot is right by the x equals, we're going to press alpha, and then we're going to press enter. And when we do that, it's that actual green solve button. So we're going to press alpha, enter, alpha, enter, and then we are going to get the answer. Okay. This side was E2. There we go. Sorry, I didn't write that on E1 and E2. And so we have this answer. Be careful, everybody. Be very careful, because when you look at this answer, some might just see, oh, look, it's 1.12. No. If you look at the entire number, we have this E. We have E to the 19th. So this is great because that is the answer. However, you have to know how to take it out of this calculator talk with this E here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this down. X equals 1.122018454 E to the 19th. Okay, so I wrote that whole number down that we got. Now, first, let's change this into 3 significant figures. So x equals 1.12. So 1, 2, 3 significant figures. We look here. This is 4 or lower, so we round down to 1.12. All right, we got it into 3 significant figures. If you leave that just as your answer, you will get it wrong, because that is not the answer. That's just 3 significant figures from the number. What we have to do is we have to take this E and we have to change it to times 10. This E really means times 10. So you're going to have to exchange that out. And then the number in back, this is the exponent that belongs to the 10. So in order to take it out of this calculator speak that they give you, we have to change the E to the times 10 and then this to the 19th, which means this answer is actually bigger, a huge number. We would have to move the decimal point 19 places to make this number big. That's a lot of zeros. That is a lot of zeros. So this number is a huge number. So please be careful of that. If they give you calculator talk, make sure you take it out of calculator talk and into scientific notation. That's what this is, scientific notation. So just be careful. And that's your calculator hack, how to solve an equation. Hope it helped.